I'm Josh, I sing.
I'm Alex, I play guitar.
I'm Jacob and I play bass.
And together we are Crooks.
We had like quite a big break, I guess. Since the first EP that we put out, we had
2 years.
Yeah, we had like a lot of time where we were just playing shows, and you know, it was kind of tricky being in the band at some points. And yeah, as soon as we've been able to crack down and write an album, we've been trying to do so, I guess, as hard as we can. I guess it's just hard.
It's hard. We're like the worst self-critics in the world.
Yeah.
Like,
we've written a whole bunch of songs that,
and then we'll just sort of listen back to them after a couple of months and be like,
scrap it.
We can do it better than this. Like one of the songs that we just recorded was actually a song we've had for about 2 years.
Yeah.
Didn't like it originally, rewrote it again, still didn't like it, and then sat down and within like a day just sort of smashed out, and then it's probably one of my favourite songs I've ever written.
Yeah, same, if not. I think it's like finding where we were at the time, like mentally when we wrote the first record, and like trying to make sure that we've put as much of ourselves into the new stuff and not putting stuff out that might be not the best of us.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, we've sort of got a break over summer where we're planning to finish writing it and hopefully get some studio time down. I think the set plan really is just world domination.
Yeah.
From releasing the album, really, like.
What I think, all we want from this album, which we're definitely nailing now, is to know that we're putting our all into it.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
We don't want to. With Nevermore, like, there's a couple of little like instrumental issues that we can, you know, we've changed a little bit live, but the songs themselves and what they mean to us guys is still the same.
Yeah.
You don't want to.
Yeah,
we wanted to realistically take the time we have at the moment and make sure that the songs that we're going to be putting out on the album have the same effect on us in 2 years down the line.
Yeah, I still love listening to our first EP.
As lame as it is, we're the biggest fans of our own band.
Yeah.
So
you've got to be a fan of what you do, because if you don't, then why are you doing it?
Yeah, there's so many bands that
we've got to be 100% happy with these songs, because we could be playing them for the rest of our lives.
Yeah, and we want to know if we're going to spend a lot of time playing it all the time, that we're getting some amount of closure for whatever we're trying to say or put out in our music. We want to know that playing it is going to help us for whatever reason, and we're getting out of the tracks as much as we can, because as much as it means to the people that do support us and listen to us, which is the reason we're here, as cliche as it is, it also means the same to us. We definitely started writing just for us, I think, and it was
pretty much an excuse for our mates to just mosh
and hang out. Yeah,
just throw each other around like every Saturday.
Everything for the sake of being a band, I think, apart from the music, really. That's why we did it. And then when somehow at some point people started liking it, we wrote Nevermore. Yeah, we tried. That was us giving a go at finding a sound, I guess, for us.
That again, probably the process of that probably took us a good year.
Yeah, it took a long time
to actually find stuff we're happy with.
We're too overly critical when we write.
Yeah, and we're trying to
scrapping old ideas.
I think like trying to find a sound as well. Like we've always been trying to find a sound that doesn't sound too close to anything that we listen to, or trying to not take too much influence from anywhere else.
But yet still with like those influences as well.
Yeah, like, exactly that.
It's really hard
to not sound like.
It's really hard to be influenced by other bands but not sound like other bands.
Yeah. So we'd write a song, be happy with it, it would work well, and then the second we'd find some slight flaw with it, we'd drop it straight up.
Yeah, we have played with a lot of bands recently that they couldn't be more far from what we're about and the music we play, but it kind of pushes us to do what we do even harder.
Totally.
To be fair, like as soon as we knew, with absolutely no disrespect to any of the bands we play with, because to be honest, we've had the best time with everyone we've been touring with. But as soon as we start playing with bands that are a different kind of music, it does make us feel more driven to sort of keep our sound, I think, to just push harder with what we're doing, just so that we don't get caught slipping and we don't, you know, accidentally take any influence from anywhere else, because I think it is easy, man, when you're playing with the same bands
when you're surrounded by like
that kind of music
genre.
We don't want people to think, oh, they're playing with this band, they must be, you know, the new album's going to be like this, or you know, they're playing with this band, so their new music's going to be lighter or heavier. Or it's not really like that. I mean,
up until about 7 months ago or something, we were still playing shows to about 30 people. So like the fact that this has happened to us, we're just like, we can't even really take it that seriously, like, take ourselves that seriously, because like we never thought we'd be at the point where we're working with some of the people that we're working with, and like having the respect from some of our peers and stuff. It's just absolutely nuts. So to be in this situation, you might as well
to have a laugh,
just have fun with it.
Even though we've like effectively worked for it, because we definitely have always wanted it. We've always wanted to be this kind of band. We never ever thought we would be able to, and now we're just getting a taste for it. You know, it's everything we've always wanted, and we always get to a point where we're like, well, we could call it a day now and be happy, you know. And we outdo ourselves with that all the time, and that is more than we could ever ask for. Yeah. But it is still so overwhelming to even be doing stuff at this size that realistically, I don't think we sort of stop for a second and realise how good it is. And so
how fortunate we are, it's absolutely nuts.